Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
3 points.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Here's Bunga. It's Hayes with the rebound. They get it back. And stolen by Brown. Let's go with a three. Bunga gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brown can't hit. Here's Herrera. Now here's Hayes. To the inside. And Herrera gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Ward. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Ward, no good. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Ntilikina. Takes a three. Bunga gets the bucket. Bunga's got 6.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
The three.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So it's the home team now. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gets the three ball to go.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Hayes. Will it go? And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Tipped away. Defended by Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's the three.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Outside, Brown. Three-pointer, no good. Brown's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Defended by Brown. Pass to Ward. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
To the left wing. Here's Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hayes with a screen. For 3.
First personal foul. Second team.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
For the away team.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes both free throws.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Knocks down the triple. It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 4. Don't go away. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here's Lundberg. Shot clock at 6. That 3's off the mark. C. No good with the triple. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. The 3 is up. And Lundberg gets it to go.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Lundberg's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. From deep. The shot comes out. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Okashevsky the miss. Okashevsky covering. And there's a pick. Okashevsky covering. 4-3. Washington grabs the miss. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Here we go. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. Pass to Lundberg. No one near him. Now here's Jones. Clock at 6. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Lundberg. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Lundberg's got his second basket of the night.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
If they hope to remain competitive in this one, the efficiency on offense has to improve.
The 3 from Washington. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hamas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to drop. Defended by Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Pokuševski. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Pokuševski looking really confident on the interior, doing a nice job using his size to his advantage.
And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 5. A minute 6 left in the half. Inside. From behind the arc. And he can't get that one.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Substitution on the court.
54 seconds left in the first half of this game. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Pokuševski connecting with his teammates right there. Boy, that'll make you popular.
Hayes, the pass to Ward. Second chance effort, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Pokuševski.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Number 2.
So he gets them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
He's defended by Hayes.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. He takes it in. Oh! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And we finished off one half of play. They lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Let's turn our attention to the... Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Bunga. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Ntilikina. Jacks up a 3. Here's Bunga. To the left side wing. Launches it. Back to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3. Brown's got 6.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
They set the pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
There's the triple. On target from range. He's got 9.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
This one for 3. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
To the right side. Here's Ward. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Knocks down the long J. Brown's gone 3 for 7 from distance tonight. Pass to Hayes. Defended by Brown. 6 to shoot. Hayes with a screen. Here's Herrera. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
From the arc. And it's Bunga missing.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
There's a screen. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And he jams it home with authority.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Bunga's got 9.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. Good on both. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. From downtown, he buries it from 3. 5 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pass to Ntilikina. Robbed. From outside the arc. It's stolen away. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter. No good on the wing 3. Here's the break. Shot from the wing. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Launches a 3. Pass to Bunga. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 sinks the tray.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Hamas. Nails it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Brown for 3. Here's Bunga. Buried from outside.
The official has 2 minutes to review the play.
Third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 11. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Lundberg. Going inside. Good work there as it goes.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The three from Washington. The three ball drains the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Out left to the wing. Defended by Jones. Over to the left wing. Here's Hamas. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Jones sets a screen to the paint. Shot clock at 6. The deep three. He's off on that one.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
It's Pokuševski on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokuševski, a big who can shoot it. This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Puts up a three. That one is off. Offensive board. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Washington outside. Fires for three. Five on the clock. And the three-pointer goes.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Substitution for the away team. Ward.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Pokuševski. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. It's a one-on-one situation. The three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ward. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Ward. Over Washington. The shot won't fall.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
On the wing, Jones. Here's Lundberg. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 54 seconds left in the game. There's the triple. That's off target. Now 6 for 10. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Washington with the ball. Clock at 4. Fires from way outside. It doesn't go for him.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
Folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Phil Jackson. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Edwards, the bounce pass. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Edwards defending. Pass to Davies. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Right now, they're humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
For the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Number 7.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Bonga. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones, leading the break. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the paint. Pass to Bonga. The three. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
There's a good screen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jones, no one around him. No good with the triple. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 6.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Jones from outside. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Out to Edwards. Lucic. And the 3 off target. Here's Bonga for 3. And no good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Pass to Davies. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Jones from outside. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Edwards against Jones. Here's De Silva. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Here's the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They're up by 9. And back with the start. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And here's Washington outside. Traps in the tray.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
6 to shoot. Giffey. And Jones pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Booker outside. There's the pick. It's good from long range.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Lundberg. Booker pulls it in.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Lets it go with the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Lets it go from the wing. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Launches it, drills the three-pointer.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Driving to the basket. And it's denied. They get it back. Here's Lundberg. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Booker outside. Pulls it from 20, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now, here's Washington. Napier covering. Good on the bucket. Washington's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Had the space there, but it's offline. It's 2-on-1. And here they go. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. To stop the run, and the layup is good.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Fires away from outside. That shot is off. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. They set the pick. Back to Napier. Stolen by Washington. Here's Pakusevsky. No good on the triple. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. In the corner, Napier with it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 9.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Out left to the wing, beyond the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Napier. Swiped it away from deep three-point territory. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached halftime in this one. They're up by 11. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The defense should get a top. They've been getting splashed on all game. and I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible. And that concludes.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. They've got Jones, and it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. He gets it in there. Jones has gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Goes up on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Ntilikina. And he starts out with the miss in this one. It's tipped. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Lucic. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Jones kicks to Ntilikina. Over Edwards. Ntilikina can't hit.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Defended by Jones. Off target from three-point range.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Tries the spin move. No good off the spin.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
That 3 off the mark. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ntilikina, the tip in on the offensive rebound. The visitors with the ball. It's a 10-point game.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that's just insane.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the top of the key, De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his second basket of the game. Outside, Jones. Here's Davies. And the 3 ball is good.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's De Silva. Bonga pulls it in.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Driving the lane, and he jams it with authority.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Ntilikina's gone 1 of 4 so far. Lucic hits the 3-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
3-pointer. Ntilikina with the rebound. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Bonga. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Longa's got 6.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Knows it's his job to dish the ball. Ntilikina is a floor general you can rely on.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the home team has possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. From the arc, drills it from outside. Longa's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 10. And right at... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Offensive rebound. Lucic drains it from beyond the arc.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Buries it from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
De Silva with the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And it's in there.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
There's the 3. Good on the triple.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Edwards against Washington. That one rolling around and rims out.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
From deep. And Jones pulls it down. The tray. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
He lobs it up. And here's the fast break.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Excellent outlet pass, helping to make transition opportunities like this easier.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. To the left wing. Clock at 6. And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Pakusevsky. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Pakusevsky's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pakusevsky's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Puts up a deep 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Lundberg, and it falls over the rim and in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Misses the three. Here's De Silva. Pass to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Tries to keep it alive. It goes out of bounds. That one off Washington.
Substitution on the clock.
.54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. To halt the run. And Jones pulls it down.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Lundberg. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Napier.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
To have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Knocks it down from distance.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He's got 5.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
De Silva with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Herrera. Puts it up. It's not going to go for him. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And he buries his first look. See. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. From deep. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
To stop the run. Edwards pulls it in.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
See. Off the mark there with a 3. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's De Silva. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. See. Drills it from deep.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Edwards can't hit.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
1:42 left in the first quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Guarded by Edwards. To the wing on the left. They set the screen. Pass to Ward. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. 1:07 left in the opening quarter. Wide open look. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. C, guarded by Edwards. That gives him the lead. He has 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
44 seconds left in the first. Out left to the wing. And they're pushing it up. Fires the 3. De Silva with the rebound. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
They set a pick. It's rebounded by Herrera.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
C. Pure from three-point range.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 4, and the second quarter is on its way. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
He shoots it. Pass to Hayes. Here's Hamas. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Hamas has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Booker. To the middle. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. From downtown. Sinks it from distance.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Over to the wing. He's guarded by Napier. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And there's the screen. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Hamas. He's guarded by Napier. Releases. And so far in this one, 2 for 4. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Booker with a screen on Hayes. From outside the arc, drops in the 3. 6 points for him.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
From the arc. That shot is off. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Out to the wing. It's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Hamas. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And here comes the break. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Hayes. He drops it from range.
of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's the three. It's Hayes with the rebound. In transition, here they come. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Gets the three to fall.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Lets the three fly. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Napier with it. Still no points. Fades and shoots. It's Hayes with the rebound. Pass to Hamas. Shoots a fadeaway. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
23 seconds left in the second period. Outside Napier. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that concludes the first half. Up 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
30. Make some noise and get ready for the big and half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new face. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the visiting team. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Edwards. There's the three. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 4 rebounds now. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Ward's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pass to De Silva. Takes a 3. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. De Silva's got 6 points. De Silva's gotten 2 of his 4 attempts to go from outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
De Silva's got 3 of his 5 threes to find the net. Pass to Ward. tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.90 seconds into the second half now. Fires from deep.
They've had their troubles from range in the second half. It makes it hard to keep pace.
Right wing. Pass to Herrera. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. No good that time.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Lots of room. De Silva with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
To the right side. Takes the three. Sinks it from distance.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Pass to Edwards. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. There's a screen. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts up a three. The shot no good. Pass to De Silva. The three ball. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Let's go with a three. To the left side wing. Pass to Ward. This one for three. Drills it from deep. The visitors with the ball. 1:09 left in the third. Oh, ripped away. And they're on the run. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. Right side Edwards. The three. Pure from three-point range. Edwards gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. The three is up. He buries it from three. Give him 8 points now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
The three is up. Drops in the three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It'll count. And at the buzzer, counted.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Up by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
For three, Booker. Out to the right wing. Pass to Napier.
Home team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot clock at 6. Fades back. No good on the shot. He's guarded by Napier. Buries it from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Back to Booker. For 3. It's hauled in by Hummers. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Launches it. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Napier. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Here's Hummus. No good on the triple. And here's the fast break. He tries for 3. The shot misses. Napier's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Misses the 3. For 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. Launches a 3, and the three-pointer goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Napier. A minute 39 left in the 4th quarter here. Nails it from 3.
Napier. 3 points.
1:36 left in the 4th quarter. He's guarded by Napier. Six to shoot, down low. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
From the top of the key, the shot, no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Kept alive to the left wing. Out left to the wing. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
32 seconds left in the 4th quarter here.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Shooting for the away team.
And that's good as he hits both shots. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
This one for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Brown feeling it out a bit. And it's off from 3-point range. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
There's a screen. A 15-footer. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Unloads. It's stolen. And they're running. Here's Ntilikina. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Boy, he can absolutely torch you with his pull-up jumper. Frank Ntilikina. You got to respect the jump shot. That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Now here's Brown. The fadeaway. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Brown's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Out to the right wing. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Davies kicks to Nilikina. Pass to Bonga. Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, that's what you love about Nilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Here's Ward. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now here's Brown from outside the arc. They get the rebound. Davies, the pass to Brown. Here's Davies to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Herrera grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Good on the triple.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Davies. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Nilikina kicks to Brown. There's the triple. No good that time.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Puts up a 3. No good that time.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Takes the 3. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Davies, 3 points.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Fine.
Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out. Throwing it down. Come on.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Low. Fires the 3. The 3. Kuszewski grabs the miss. Right side Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Watsura's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Screen by Jones. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On Sunday, then on Sunday. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. To the wing right side. Low. Trains the three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Watsura. He's covered by Washington. Here's Hammett. And that one is hammered home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
From deep, Washington gets it to go from beyond the arc. Washington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Out to the right wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Jones. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his fourth rebound in this one. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jones finds Pokuševski. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And it's Washington missing. Low. He's covered by Washington. Wasted no time on that one. He has 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Defended by Pokuševski. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Low. Knocks down the three ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Screen by Jones. Here's Lundberg. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 12 seconds left in the first half of the game. Power down with both hands.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Snatched away. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Ntilikina out there with Brown, and it's Davies in at the 5. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Here's Bunga, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bunga's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Side. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. As the superstar says, it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. To the inside. Pass to Ntilikina. Launches a 3. No good on that one. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And here's the fast break. The kick out to Brown. For the lead. They get it back. Here's Bunga. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Bunga's got 8 points in the quarter.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Buries the long-range jumper. Bunga's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Low. Sinks the triple. He's got 15.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Got a piece of it, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Ntilikina. Gets a very good look and converts. Ntilikina's got his second bucket. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Pass to Hummus. Here's Watsura. He takes it in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Herrera. Buries it from three-point range. And that ties it up.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Bunga, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Watsura. Here's Hamas. 5 on the clock. Watsura, the pass to Hayes. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Number 12, Low.
36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Off target from outside. And here we go. Up the floor. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Low. He's off from 3. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Up by 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. To take the lead, they get it back. From past the arc, Hayes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
They've got Pokuševski. He's out there with Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The trade. Lundberg grabs the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Over to the left wing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Only the one made basket in the fourth. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
A nice shot by Hunt.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Jones has it in the corner. The shot. Watsura with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
For the three. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so here's the home team. 6-point lead. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Hummus. Shoots the three. Nailed from 3-point land. Hummus has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
He's covered by Brown. 1:12 left in the 4th. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's the three. Pass to Hayes. Low. Defended by Pokuševski. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The shot misses. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Connects from downtown.
During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. You just assume every 3 he takes now is going down.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 5, C.
Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Launches from deep. Off target with that shot. And so they get the victory here at home. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Over to the left wing. Fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First team foul.
So it's the home team now. It's a three-point game. From deep three-point land, Jones grabs the board. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Edwards. From deep. Offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. Second chance shot. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. We played just over a minute here in the first. Over to the wing. Lets it fly. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. He's got 5.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Jones has gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bonga.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's the fast break. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hits hits the three-pointer.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Jones against Edwards. To the wing, right side, to the inside. Corner shot. Basket counts. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Jones. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Jones has got 8.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Booker. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Here's Jones. The lead is 2. Here's Ntilikina. Plenty of space. That one doesn't drop.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
A minute 22 left in the first. They set the pick. No problems knocking that one down. He's got 6. Lets it go from deep. No good. Ntilikina's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And here's Edwards outside. Jacks up a 3. Deflected. And they get it back. 5 to shoot. Offline with a 3.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Ntilikina gets the bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jones misses. Pass to Edwards. Here's the pick. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They're up by... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the 2.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Cuts off the pass. In transition, here they come. The finish. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense. You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Nails it from beyond the arc. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside Napier. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Fires from deep. And he buries his first look.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Napier. No points yet. spins. Fires from the corner. And they pick up 2.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Lundberg gets it to go. Lundberg's got 5 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lundberg's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. The shot no good. And they're running. A triple from the wing. He's got 6.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
It's stolen by Washington. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
To end the run. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pokuševski, the pass to Washington. Oh, it's stolen.
2 minutes.
Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter. Here's the break.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. A tight game here in Utah. Picked by Pokuševski. Here's Lundberg. Off target from 3-point range. Here's De Silva.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
Ooh, poked away. To the right side. Fast break. Here we go. The 3 from Washington. Can't hit that one. "51 seconds left in the second. It's deflected. Here's Lundberg. On target from range. Lundberg's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Picked by Pokuševski. The 3 from Washington. No luck on that one. Washington's gone 1 for 3 on the night. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Sinks it. What range from downtown. 9 points in the game. Good if it goes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. They're up 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Come one, come all.
I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W, man.
A positive group. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the visiting team.
You have certain players that...
Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 7. Jones against Edwards. Right wing. Here's Bonga. Knocks down the 18-footer. Bonga's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Now here's Edwards. He's scoreless. Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense has got to play him a lot tighter there. He's just too good of a three-point shooter.
There's a screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
In transition. Here's Bonga. Another shot. And no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Booker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. The three.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Lets the three fly. Unable to get that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And he's going for the oop here.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Launches it from deep. The shot that time not on target.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
The open shot by Edwards. Gets an open look and hits it. Edwards has got 5 now. Edwards has gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And there's a pick from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Bonga. Hits the trifecta.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. A minute 6 left in the third. Baseline try. Yep, count it.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
The fader. Up top, Edwards. Out to the right wing. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Jones against Edwards. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. The 3. Back to Jones. From deep three-point land. No luck on that one. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Boom! He jams Slams it straight down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Up in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pass to De Silva. Launches it. The rebound by Lundberg.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the two-guard position.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Fires for three. Pass to De Silva. Puts up a three. Trains the triple.
A good sign for them is the work they've done on the offensive glass this half.
Fires the three. He can't get it to go. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. For three. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his fourth rebound in this one. A quick shot there. It's off target.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. He was all alone on that one.
Well, nice execution off the inbounds. They caught the defense napping on the perimeter.
Pass to Washington. Here's the three. Drops in the three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pure from three-point range.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And they call an illegal screen here. Hits the outside fadeaway. Pokashevsky's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Washington Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Napier. He's guarded by Washington. They set the screen. Here's De Silva. Connects from downtown.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
De Silva's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Pulls it. That one no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
There's the triple. Jones grabs the board.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Pokashevsky. From the wing. The shot off that time.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
.51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's the screen. Counted from distance. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Washington. Fires away from way outside. That shot missing.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one.
2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to De Silva.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
First team foul.
Six to shoot. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Ward. Traps in the tray.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's De Silva, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
This one for three. The offensive rebound. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Lucic hits the jumper in space.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Hits it from three-point range. Here's De Silva. Inside. It's stolen. And here's the break. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Lets it go from deep. That's a miss, his second after two shots. It's stolen by Edwards. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. With the fadeaway. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5. Here's Herrera. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's the pick. Fires the three. Rebounded by Ward. Here's Herrera. Edwards defending. Kept alive. Another shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Takes the three, and he's good on the three ball. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Snatched up. Lucic. Cans it from downtown.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Pass to Ward. Here's Herrera. From downtown, connects from three-point range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
Here's Watsura. And a miss there on the triple. From deep. Thomas with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Low. No good from outside. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Low. Napier covering. Low. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points. Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
There's the screen. Offline with his three. Fast break. Here we go. Bucket is good.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Now here's Hayes. Defense is right there. Here's Watsura. It's good from long range. Watsura's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Bounce pass Napier. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Booker. And Booker throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Low. Napier covering. Low. The three-pointer, no good. It's intercepted. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Hayes. Here's Watsura.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Takes a three. Booker pulls it in. Now here's Napier. Five to shoot. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
A nice shot by Hamas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
They set the pick. Lets it go with a three. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Giffey. A three-pointer off the mark. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Watsera. His three-pointer's off the mark. Watsera's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Napier. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Count the basket.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Low. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Booker outside. From the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the visitors. Right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. 3-pointer. That's no good. He is 5 of 11 shooting from the field for the game. And here's Edwards. Scoreless thus far. Good on the triple.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
The 3. De Silva with the rebound. A tight game here in Utah. For the lead. That shot, no good. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Herrera. Misses the jumper.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Right around 1.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Cans it from downtown.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
To the right side. To the left wing. It's deflected. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
The 3 ball. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. De Silva, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
They set the screen. From outside, off the mark. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. For three, buries the long-range jumper. De Silva's got 6. De Silva's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the wing on the left. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 20.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Outside, Edwards. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's De Silva. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. They get it again. The 3. That shot off. Here's the screen. Lucic used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Three-pointer nailed from three-point land.
3 points. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The long distance 3 is buried.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Stolen away. And they're on the break. Fires for 3. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Leading by just 1. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Low, Edwards defending. Low, sinks the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to De Silva. Drives to the...
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Low, Edwards defending. Pulls it up. And he nails that one right through the net.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Jacks up a 3. Is with the rebound. Right wing. Pass to Watchera. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Puts up a deep 3. from deep three-point territory. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
The alley-oop. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Pass to De Silva. The tray. The shot, no good. Here's Hummus. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
No good again that time.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
From downtown, a shot by Watsra, no good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to De Silva. And here's Edwards. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Shoots the three. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Deflects the pass. And they're pushing it up. .129 left here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. They set the pick. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The second one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 5.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Pass to Watsra. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Booker pulls it in. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
There's the screen. Down low. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Giffey. Oh, good on the three. Now here's Hayes. Not a lot of room. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drains it from beyond the arc. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...